This is he knows everything, bringing you that heat that far. Skip Bayless was absolutely correct. I was watching a video. I believe it was yesterday. I was laughing my ass off. So LeBron James is what, in more shape now? We're gonna slim up. The fuck is slimmed up? I thought it was slimmed down. See, everything with this guy always has to be a lush shit show. Let me say it again. Everything with this guy always has to be a lush shit show. So are we slimming up? How does that even work? You build up. You build your body up. You make your body bigger. There's no such thing as slimmed up. It's called slimmed down. It's a faux pas version of LeBron James trying to find a way to make himself seem more relevant than he actually is. He's a fraudulent basketball player. You could not convince the basketball world that the guys that you are teaming up with, and i.e. Russell Westbrook of Russville, in Melo, the snake, the guy who clogs up the basketball lane. And by the way, it's very funny that he was able to omit you off of his all NBA team. I'm not surprised because Melo's always going to mention Melo. But anyways, that was funny in of itself. After all of these years, you finally got this banana boat crew full on your team, and he act like you shouldn't be on the all NBA team. That's the one thing that I'm gonna give Melo credit for, at least doing something like that. But let me tell you guys something. The Lakers are not going nowhere. They're fakers. The team everybody needs to be paying attention to. That's why Skip Bayless knows, everyone on the planet knows, is the Brooklyn Nets. Nobody's stopping Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is the most unstoppable basketball player the NBA's ever seen. Nobody's stopping Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is the best point guard with the best point guard handles. This guy can break you down. He can break defenses down and score on them at will. He is relentless with that stuff. And then we have James Harden. Yes, he's a Tony Romo, aka Zab Judah. But last year, the problem was he wasn't healthy. If he was healthy, things would be completely different. You guys have to understand, the Milwaukee Bucks won last year because the Brooklyn Nets weren't at full strength. That's the only reason why they won. So they won an aberration of a basketball title. That's all they're worth, in freaking aberration. When it's all said and done, Los Angeles fakers are going to get exposed. And people keep sleeping on the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, you can't sleep on him. I never lost hope in Kawhi Leonard, man. Because Kawhi Leonard trained so fucking hard. He just was bone on bone last year. If he didn't go down, he didn't get bone on bone. And we're talking about Los Angeles Clippers staying healthy and the Brooklyn Nets staying healthy. Last year would have been a Nets versus Clippers finals. I still got it Nets versus Clippers. I don't see the Lakers making it out west. I don't trust them because LeBron James is playing with nothing but a bunch of old dirtbags. Old guys. That's right, they're old basketball players now. None of them are young like that. Russell Westbrook of Russville is going to be the biggest problem for LeBron James. They're gonna bump the heads because they both have to have the ball in their hands to be dominant. And then you have to look at what Anthony Davis brings to the table. Anthony Davis is their most dangerous basketball player. The problem is he's Anthony Frailvis. He can't stay healthy. You just blow on him and then he gets injured. I've said this many years ago, and you notice every time I've always said something, it comes to pass. When it's all said and done, the team that you guys need to be paying attention to, and the only team in basketball that matters, is the Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Durant is the best player by far. It's not even a question. And if you have to ask yourself that question, you have to basically get to a point to where you have to debate on whether if Kevin Durant is the best or not, then go back and watch the 2016-2017 finals. Draw your head back and go watch the 17-18 NBA finals. That'll remind you who's the best basketball player. Because on those stages, he was right there with LeBron James. LeBron did not have no injuries. LeBron was not playing with no lack of no helping of no teammates. It was stars versus stars. And what ended up happening in those scenarios? LeBron James got done up. So I don't want to hear it. When it's all said and done, all of this slimmed up is what it always going to be. La hoopla. Which is going to basically end up to be la nothing. So when Skip Bayless is laughing, he's laughing because he's telling the truth. Actually, LeBron James last year was fucking fat. He had love handles on him because he was coming off of celebrating a bubblicious bubble NBA title. See, he thought celebrating something cockamamie or la cockamamie like that was something that was real. If you notice, LeBron James always celebrates when celebration doesn't account for anything. This guy just won the most laughing stock NBA finals in the history of the game. And then Giannis comes the next year because of the fortune of the fact that the Brooklyn Nets weren't fully healthy, and he won an actual real title. So his title means more than what LeBron James won in that bubblicious NBA title year. But when it's all said and done, this season right here, I don't care if LeBron James is jamming music. I don't care if he's banging his head. I don't care if he's doing all of this hoopla to make you guys think, you LeBron tards, that he's going to win. He's not winning nothing. Because when it's all said and done, you have to get past the Brooklyn Nets. And he's not getting past Kevin Durant. That is the cold-hearted. That is the unadulterated. And that is the cutthroat fashion. This is He Knows Everything. Checking out.